August 13th, Monday. This is Rundown from, what bar are we at?
We're at the Storehouse on 23rd.
Storehouse, taking good care of us. I got my crew with me. Team 4 is here. Is that still our name?
Team 4 Strangers.
Four Strangers.
Four Strangers.
4 Strangers.
Which is what we were, how we started the day, and now we're friends. Go ahead and introduce yourself, boys.
My name's Joe. I'm from Hanover, Mass. That's it.
Dylan from Long Island.
I'm Rocky. I'm from Hull, Massachusetts.
And I'm Brant from Denver. We're going to do the rundown a little different. We're sure you sat through those other boring-ass takes from those guys about Tiger and the Red Sox. No one gives a shit. That's why, if you want to hear about the Red Sox, that's why you got the Rocket, or Big Cat will talk about Tiger.
Yeah, exactly.
We know who's watching this, which is the Stoolies, so we're going to tell you what this process is like.
Woo. Yeah, we were trying to think, like, we have a little bit more insight than the average.
Yeah,
so, like,
I think
we want to provide content that, like,
Yeah,
you know,
We're living and breathing a day in the life right now.
exactly.
yeah. So as a Stoolie at home, I'm sure you're probably like wondering what the headquarters like. What's it like when you see Prez? Were you nervous? Were you guys nervous?
Yeah, I was really nervous. Today, I had a situation today.
Yeah.
See, I'm prescribed Adderall, which is like a stimulant for your heart, but also kind of like a stimulant for your stomach. That plus the nerves, which were really bad, plus like a greasy breakfast. I got in there and I felt like I had like another person inside me. And I went in and was telling the other competitors about it, and they kind of called me a bitch, and went in and
We were cheering you on.
You looked off when you showed up.
Yeah.
I knew something was off when you were
there's
flossing.
something. It's fine if there's air freshener, If there's like a big, air horn size air freshener in there. But I went in and it was like a Glade screw up plug-in. That's kind of.
I love that you went in, checked to see if there was an air freshener, said, no, that's not good enough for the amount of shit I'm about to produce, and then came back out and said, I can't do it.
Yeah, like you also, like your big thing was like, I don't want to make it, like, have everybody know. But we talked about it for 5 minutes in the office.
You're right, but
whether
I
or
did
not
kind
you
of
should
trust the
take
guys
this
off the
shit.
bat.
Yeah.
Just
Blind trust.
It was a hell of an introduction. He immediately had to shit.
Yeah.
The whole room saying go for it. He's like, I know what you guys are trying to do. We're like, we're trying to make sure
We're
you
on
don't
your
shit your
side.
pants. We were on your side.
Yeah, we were trying to help you out, and we wanted to get you off the right foot.
A big tip if you are in my position and do not have air freshener, lather those hands up in soap, get the water going,
Yeah.
wave them up like this, like you're kind of trying to silence a big room full of like loud horses. You know what I mean?
But it's also got to be, you got to get it in one foul swoop. I mean, if you really got to go or whatever, you go down and then you flush it immediately, so it goes down. You might take 2 flushes.
Go flush.
Yeah, it's better than walking out. I mean,
honestly,
like
though,
pimp walking the Vince McMahon out of the. I mean, if you just want to outfit, you can do that.
walking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like,
But now you can cross off a place that you've shit.
This is true.
Right? I mean,
Yeah, it's true.
I
You
bet
guys-
no other person that showed up today was like, I'm taking a fucking dump in the bathroom today because everyone was too nervous.
Voluntarily or involuntarily.
Well, that is aggressive, the shit on your job interview. Weirdest places you guys ever shit? Any good stories?
anybody else want to go first?
Yeah, I got a list. I got all the places.
We only
all
got
the
time for
places.
one.
You got to lay it. Pull
I
out
got
your
all
ball.
the
You got to
places you
lay
go.
it.
It's all the places you poop. I was on the Queen's Britannia in Scotland.
What's that?
It is the Queen of England's old boat, right?
it.
And it's like this sick boat that she traveled all over the world in. I'm sitting there with tea time with my parents, and I'm like, I'm gonna go blow up this fucking bathroom. It was the same bathroom that like all the crewmen. It was like very nostalgic. It was very nostalgic.
So you kind of like cucked Europe real quick.
I mean,
It's impressive.
yeah.
Yeah,
What about you? You got a good
mine's
one?
not as royal, I guess, but in 6th grade camp, they took all of us, and we were set up in different tents, and we were like, what's the 6th grade? You're like 13 or 14. It's like 3 a.m. in the morning, we're out in the woods. I really had to take a shit, so my buddy's like, I got this poncho. So I was like, word. So I went in the back, took a shit in the poncho, and I threw it like 20 yards in the woods. The next morning, I wake up to our gym teacher, who was also a guy's complete alcoholic, just screaming outside of our tent. Whole fucking place knew it. That's probably the worst.
Wait,
This is
who
why I don't
shit-
shit in public.
Who shit in the poncho?
I shit in the poncho.
No, he was yelling like, "Who shit in the
I
poncho?"
shit in the poncho. I threw it 30 yards in the woods, and like I'm like, no one's gonna be like. This guy's digging around out there, like looking for gold or something. And he pulls out, he just holds up a poncho in front of all the girls in my freaking grade. He's like, who fucking took a shit in this poncho? And I had to fess up.
All right, speaking of taking a shit, luckily we survived the first round of eliminations. I'm sure you guys
It's a
watched.
challenge.
One team was shitty. They got like 90 points. We don't know. Somebody got kicked out.
Somebody
But
got robbed, yeah.
why don't you guys just explain the tension in the room? Like when Dave walks in, for me at least, it's really, you see the headquarters on Barstool when you watch every day,
Yeah.
but to be in there, and there's some, at least for me, and I'm curious what you guys think, when he comes, there's a fucking presence of
it's
like
the room just
I think
fucking,
it-
the
he was
volume
also-
goes down.
He's a lot tanner than everybody else.
It's very tan.
Instantly you notice him right off the bat.
Well, when we walked up, he was just incinerating two of the employees, like in a good way, about time restraints. And I thought he was doing it like trying to pour it on, just like so we get up and we're like, oh shit, this is what we're expecting. But the other part of me is like, maybe they just fucked up. I don't know.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. When I came for my audition, though, I was going in. I was like, I'm not gonna be nervous. I got this. Right, and I walked in, and I think it was like how big the office was kind of intimidating me. I was like, oh shit, this is a big, this is a big place. I think the ceilings are high too, so that adds something to it. It's like, it's a big place to be just fucking putting yourself out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird when you're a fan of it and the doors open up. Like you don't think it's like Narnia or something. Like you walk in, but it's a weird dynamic. We're putting these rooms with a bunch of guys that like you want to be friendly with, you want to have a good time with, but on like the back of your mind, like I hope all these kids get polio.
Well, and I'll say that too, and you guys all watch it when you watch all the stool scenes and everything.
Yeah.
You come up an elevator and you just open into this huge
Yeah,
room.
it's a wide
and
It's like the
all,
second floor.
and
There's no intro.
everybody's working, but they're always curious who's going to come off the elevator because like John Taffer was there today.
Yeah.
So it's a weird thing to see all your favorite Barstool personalities and people you know.
Yeah.
It's a real weird moment of.
It's a really weird. It's an even weirder thing when you see the look of disappointment on everybody because they're expecting somebody big, and I just roll in with cargo pants.
Same looking guy 4 different times.
Yeah, just dressed
you know
like
what I
a sexually confused substitute teacher.
So now, and the other thing, I'm sure you guys were asked. We have no idea what we're doing as far as
Never.
it changes every hour. We're all staying together in a house in Brooklyn.
We
tonight,
got to
which I
get
think-
there. We got to get
Well,
there.
yeah.
Elimination at 6. We got to survive that to get to the house. I'm pretty jacked up to see this house if I make it there.
I'm hoping to God. I mean, yeah, fingers crossed.
Like that
we
real
don't know.
world moment where like you pull up to the house, everyone jumps out. It's like, I got to get to the best room.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be more like we all arrive like within 10 minutes of each other in Ubers, and all of us are sweating and angry.
No,
a
yeah.
lot less like the real
Oh,
world.
dude, that line for the shower right when we get back is gonna be brutal.
Yeah, it's
Well,
probably gonna be.
I think it'll be
fucking
relaxing
trap house.
because we survived day one. If hopefully we all make it. But
Yeah.
it's I think we all probably, like you said, you were confident. But man, it's you just never know what's going to happen. You
Yeah.
really are
On your
from
toes.
second to
On
second.
your toes
so.
all the
Yeah.
time.
Well, people keep asking me, so what's the update? I'm like, I have no update for you. There's literally they're just as much in the dark.
It's just yes, you never. You're right though. It's just a curveball at every turn. Like I came
knuckle,
in
yeah.
today and I got screamed at. Probably not screamed at, but Dave reprimanded me for not bringing a laptop, which I understand.
Plug in the toilet.
But
The hot stuff. Plus, by the way, low-key wild move. We were flossing in the elevator up in the.
if you don't carry floss around with you,
Yeah, and well,
That
flossing
is
is
a
one of
good-
those things that like I can't really because it's like.
You do it in public. You're down.
No, I mean
Is it
there's
a
wild
private thing
move.
to do? Do you have
no,
to
it's
do
a
it
good
privately?
thing, but it's like they always tell you to floss is like the one thing I've been told to do like for like 25 straight years, and I'll just never floss in my life.
well, and there's stuff in your teeth, and you're on camera.
Fair.
It'll all hard a little bit. You know what I
Doing it
mean?
right on camera, yeah.
How we doing on time? Are we running out of the rundown?
No, you're good. You got
2 minutes.
I
We'll
see-
do it. Let's do a quick sports thing. Tiger's
Yeah.
still good. He's back.
Tiger's back. Tiger's
Okay.
the most polarizing figure in sports history. I mean, I'll let you guys have your
There we
takes
go.
before I go into it. He's the most polarizing.
No.
He's the most polarizing figure in sports history. Best case study.
Tiger will never, I don't care, he'll take your balls, he'll get you right to the finish line, and he'll fucking let you down. Because
Yeah.
there's a difference of Tiger from, people are talking about, the pussy, right? And it's like he's not getting that anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just old, right? Maybe he's just an old dude who can't get done anymore.
But he was showing some flair yesterday on the court. For anybody who watched, he's pimping that club twirl or whatever. I mean, he looks like he's expecting balls to drop. That said, for the Perkins thing, I do agree. I think that maybe if he implemented a little bit more of, the old Tiger, the old lifestyle. I feel bad for his kids, but
And
same time, I
who-
want Sundays.
Who cares? Everybody, I'm sure you've
You
watched,
covered
talked
that.
about
You heard
Tiger.
that. You don't give a shit.
Who
what I have
gives a
to say
shit?
about
Carmelo,
Tiger.
he still sucks. You're glad he's gone from New York, right?
I mean, yeah. He's
Red
gone
Sox
from
are
New York.
incredible.
Red
I
Sox
don't
are
know.
incredible. Melo got the Isaiah Thomas treatment, like 2.4 for
Yeah.
a year.
2.4
I
one
don't know.
year.
I feel-
It's August.
think he's a
Football's
Hall of
almost
Famer?
back. None of this shit matters. It's about to get good.
Yeah.
All we want to tell you guys is when you see these other shitty teams on Barstool, remember we're your guys right here.
Yeah, right here.
If there's a future voting thing, remember us.
Yeah. Or I don't know if there is.
Oh,
but-
timeout. We still got to do MJ versus LeBron. It wouldn't be a
He
debate
has-
show until we do MJ versus LeBron. We're not going to do that? Are we out of time?
I wasn't gonna do that.
Then we're out of time.